Mary Beth, as co-director of the Global Student Teaching program, can you tell us a little bit about what it's like?
Yeah, certainly. Well, Global Student Teaching is a program that's offered through Educators Abroad, which is a company that's involved in international placements. And we partner with various universities across the United States who actually would like to have their education students involved in student teaching, but they may not have the infrastructure, the offices, the study abroad support to actually make that happen. So the student remains a student that's registered with the institution, with the university, and we basically just provide the service of finding a placement. We typically work with international schools across the globe. And the beauty of that is that you don't have to learn a foreign language to be able to student teach in Thailand or Germany, where I actually taught for many years. I didn't have to know German. I spoke English to the students in my classes.
Excellent. How would this benefit a candidate? How would this make them unique from their other classmates?
Well, certainly when you think of people, let's say, looking through resumes and looking at candidates who maybe recently graduated and have their licenses, I would think as an HR officer or an administrator, seeing that someone had student taught in a different country would make me think, my goodness, this person has a lot of courage, they have a sense of adventure, and even above and beyond the personal aspect, think about the kinds of experiences that that student would have as far as national curriculum differences, different pedagogies, all those kinds of things, how teachers in different schools and different cultures work as a team, how the administration is set up, even licensure. How does licensing work for people who would be student teaching in that country? And then above and on top of all that, it's the actual cultural experience of actually living oftentimes with a host family in a foreign country and seeing that culture unfold for you personally as well.
Excellent. Definitely a lot of benefits. How would somebody who's interested register with EA?
Okay, great question. It's a very basic application process. It's all online. Once you go and register through GST, you have your own web page. We typically ask for things that would be on any kind of application, such as resume, transcript, certainly letters of recommendation. Then you would need to be approved by your university. That's usually done through the student teaching office. And then you need to be approved by GST. There's a placement fee, of course, and once that all comes together, then we assign you a placement coordinator. And that person really is dependent upon where you chose to student teach. So if you were choosing to student teach in Asia, we have an Asian coordinator. Europe, we have an European coordinator, and so on. So the placement coordinator works very closely with you and makes sure that you are getting the type of placement in a school that meets your content, of course, and your age range or whatever it is that's required for licensure. So obviously we have to work very closely with your student teaching office so we make sure we're getting all those details straight. And from there, once the placement is made, oftentimes the placement coordinator will try to help find housing. That could be a homestay, which we recommend if it's available. And then we follow the timeline that's set by your university. And incidentally, you can student teach really any time of the year. Certainly when you think of placements that are going to be made in New Zealand or Australia or down under, they have the opposite time schedule as we have in the Northern Hemisphere. So we can work all those things out. And again, it's just a life-changing, fabulous opportunity for education students.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Interested in learning more about Educators Abroad? Visit our website and follow us on social media.